G'day legends, welcome back to the channel where we slice through the political spin like a hot knife through Vegemite. Today we're diving into the 2026 federal budget's big focus on the cost of living, straight from the official budget website with a cheeky look at the winners, the losers, and what actually means for your wallet and your future. Keeping it light, we're keeping it real, and let's crack on. First up, the government is rolling out tax cuts like they're handing out free samples at Costco. There's a shiny new working Australian tax offset, the WATO, up to $250 per year for over 13 million workers starting in 2027-28. And it's permanent, which sounds fancy. Plus, from July 2026, the 16% tax bracket drops from 15%, then 14% in 2027, and a $1,000 instant tax deduction for work expenses where no receipts are needed. Average worker around 81k could be up to 2,700-ish, better off by 2027-28 after all the rounds. Now, fuel. They're halving the excise for 3 months from April 2026. Petrol and diesel come down to 20.6 cents a litre. April 2026, petrol and diesel comes down to 20.6 cents a litre. Anita's with her little hatchback saves about $170 over 3 months. Not life-changing, but better than a kick in the wallet. They're also watching fuel prices like hawks with the ACCC. Housing. Big reforms to negative gearing and capital gains tax concessions aimed at helping 75,000 more Aussies buy their first home over the next decade. New $2 billion infrastructure fund for homes, banning foreign buyers from existing homes longer, and some rent assistance tweaks. Plus cheaper medicines on the PBS, billions for new treatments, RSV vaccines for older folks, and record funding. All right, time for the scoreboard. Winners and losers. Winners. Working taxpayers, especially average earners, getting those stacked tax cuts. ABC News called the $250 offset the signature cost of living piece. First home buyers getting a fair shot at the property ladder thanks to investor tax tweaks. The Guardian noted that taxpayers and first home buyers as clear winners. People needing medicines and hospital care, small businesses getting some temporary tax relief and fuel help. Losers, or not winners. Property investors, especially those relying heavily on negative gearing for existing homes. AFP and News.com pointed out that they'll feel the pinch from the CGT and gearing changes. Unemployed Aussies or those on job seeker, no boost there. And the main tax relief is only for workers. The Guardian and the others highlight that with unemployment heading to 4.5%, people out of work miss out big time. It's light-hearted relief for workers, but not a full superhero cape for everyone struggling. So what does that mean for the future of Australians? On the bright side, more homes being built, slightly fairer taxes and wages, getting some support could ease the squeeze long term. The budget's trying to tackle housing supply and give workers more take-home pay without hopefully imploding inflation. But critics say it's not bold enough on immediate relief. Cost of living pressures are still real, groceries, rent, and power. Delaying the big tax offset to 2027-28 avoids short-term inflation spikes, which is sensible but feel slow when bills are due now. Is the government doing everything to ensure measures are fair? They're framing it as intergenerational fairness. And to be all honest with you, I have no idea what they're talking about. So they're saying it's helping younger buyers over long-term investors. And The Guardian called it an ambitious tax reform. But fairness is in the eye of the beholder. Property investors argue it's attacking their retirement plans. The unemployed feel forgotten. And some say it's not enough. Politics are gonna politic. They're balancing the books, fighting inflation, and trying to scare the horses. Look, no budget is perfect. This one is genuine help for millions of workers and some smart long-term players on housing and health. But if you're doing it tough right now, it might feel like a pat on the back instead of a proper hand up. What do you reckon? Winners in your household? Drop in the comments. Be kind, like and subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss our next budget roast. Thanks for watching. Stay awesome, Australia, and remember, we're all in the cost of living saga together. Catch you next time.